morning, boys and girls. I'm so glad you're here. This morning I have a cat in my lap. This is my cat Jack, and he has come to see what I'm doing out here. So maybe he'll watch or maybe not. But today I have a project for us to do that you can do at home. We're going to make a lava lamp. This is a lava lamp experiment. So for our lava lamp experiment, we're going to need several things. We're going to need a glass that you can see through. That's what is going to hold our experiment. We're going to need water and food coloring. You don't have to have the food coloring, but it makes it more fun and easier to see. And some oil and some alka seltzer. Alka seltzer tablets might be in your parents' medicine cabinet. Be sure to ask them. And I think that's all. So let's get started. Okay, for our lava lamp experiment, we're first going to add water, and we just need a little bit at the bottom. And then we're going to add some food coloring, just to give it some color so that we can see it well. Okay, and next we're going to add some oil. And I would ask, of course you're going to ask permission for the oil, but I would put in, if it's okay with your parents, I would put in a good amount of oil, like at least twice as much oil as the water, and maybe even more. I'm going to add a whole bunch. And what do you see happening? I've let it settle a little while. And so now we see two distinct layers. I wonder why the oil is on top and the water's below. Why is it not the other way around? I bet many of you could tell me. It has something to do with the word density. Do you know what density means? If I were to drop a key into this water and oil, if I drop this key in, you know what would happen. It would go where? To the bottom. And that's because the molecules in this key, in this metal, are very tightly packed. They're what we call dense. Its density is very high. Well, whatever is most dense goes to the bottom. And in this case, we can figure out that the water is more dense than the oil. How are we going to get the lava effect? We're going to use alka seltzer, and we're ready for the lava experiment to happen. So we've got our secret ingredient, which is alka seltzer. Alka seltzer is a mix of an acid and a base. And what happens when you hold it is nothing. Nothing happens. It's just acid and base together, but they haven't chemically reacted. That's because they need water to chemically react. So when we add this, when we drop it in the glass, the acid is going to react with the base, and it's going to make carbon dioxide, which is a gas. It's going to make bubbles, and they're going to move all over. So let's see how this works out. Are you ready? Okay, let's drop in the alka seltzer. All right, what do you see? It's crazy. It's like a little tornado in there. So the acid and the base have mixed and made carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide, as it moves through the water into the oil, it brings some of the water together. The blobs of water get surrounded by oil, and they rise up to the top until the gas bubble pops, and then they fall back down. You can still see those bubbles of water suspended in the oil. and some of them keep rising up to the top because gas bubbles push them up, but eventually they seem to sink back down and join the surface of the water. Pretty cool. So I hope you liked that experiment. It's pretty fun. I wonder if you could do some more experiments on your own of what does mix with water and what are some other things that don't. You could try that. I would do it outside, but you could try flour and water, salt and water, dirt and water. You could try different oils, see if they mix together. I hope you enjoyed the lava lamp experiment, and I encourage you to do it yourself. Have a great day. Bye.